Let's go.
Okay, I'm going with the roach. I see a few horses there, and these look like of some kind of a weird magical type horse that is very dangerous for me. In any case, I'm gonna eat a bunch of onions and roast chicken leg so that I would feel so much better about myself. And now it's time for me to head in to this place that I've just got unlocked and pick up all the goodness. Let's see what I found here. Recipe for atole blanchi pasta. Awesome. Not that it's a big deal, you know, to make pasta. It's actually really good, and it's all over the place to buy, you know, in supermarkets. Making pasta, I'm sure making anything. Oh, this wraith is a yeah, she's dead, you won't get back to me. Now let's go south. Okay, it wants me to go to one of these major missions, but you know what I'm after? I'm after the money, and I'm gonna find the treasure hidden in the treasure hunter's camp. I like this. I like the sound of that. Treasure hunter's camp. This is where the money is, right? And we're gonna go after the money then. Let's go to the town, and from here we're going straight to the camp. Look at this city right here in the picture. We've seen a lot of that already. Okay, I need to turn the horse around, and let's go to the camp now. Here it is. Oh, this camp got major problems out here, as you can see. These beasts are attacking it quite ferociously. I'm gonna go around this and see if I could catch it up. Unfortunately, can't jump over the fence, but that should be done for this plan. I say what, I've spent here a long time already, really long time, and I could say that this land needs some kind of pesticide, a pesticide to deal with these massive plants, because it's such a big deal. Cannot describe it. Find the stash in Macrina's house using a witch's senses. I like that. You just go out there and you pick up the money, right? You're a bad guy, you're a killer, whatnot. You just went there, you did an easy job, and you're rich. Or you're rich enough. And this is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into somebody else's real estate. And we're gonna look for treasure in somebody else's real estate now. This is where we killed that ghost. Unfortunately, there was no mission related to that ghost. This time, we just killed it. Okay, so the money is somewhere in here. We just need to find it. Where could it be? Nothing obvious. Find the stash in Macrina's house using your witch's senses. Okay, before I go any further, I'm just gonna loot anything and everything out there besides the barrel. And I think this is his house. I cannot guess. I went into the previous house but there was nothing there. So I'm gonna go into it once again. Hopefully this time I'll find something. So maybe it's upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Have to use the ladder here. I haven't noticed this passage just yet, but look at that. That looks like a hidden treasure, right? No, that looks like a ledger that would open me the doors to the hidden treasure. It's mine now, Witcher. Be rich. Alright, let's move on further now. And what do I got next? Let's see, treasure hunts to Son. Find the treasure. It will require level 47. So where is the treasure that we are seeking? It's in a nearby ruins right there. We've already been here and we found the treasure that was hidden there. But we'll have to use our magic and let's jump there. This is one of those magics that are forbidden, and they're forbidden not because they are too powerful, but because they're unsafe. Sometimes you'll load up in an underground hole from which you won't be able to dig yourself out, and you'll die. That's why it's called forbidden magic, because this kind of magic is only for the gods that can actually control this stuff, not for a witcher or any kind of sorcerer that can survive few thousand meters in a hole under the ground.
Scrub off. Could soon need a cough.
Now let's get the horse ready
will be the end of me.
and move on. I've heard this a few times already, that a peasant is telling me about a
Good folk, have you seen these prices?
Gwent card game that's ruining his life. You know what? I think that they had to tell us a little bit more about the things that happened during the war against Redania. I think they could have showed us a little cinematics of the fighting and the tactics that were employed and the reasons for the victory or defeat of Nilfgaardian forces. Find the treasure. And so I shall. Notes. What else is out here? Ruins. Hopefully we won't meet a vampire here. But look at that, we did find the treasure for ourselves. And a lot of items. Work order Alex to the warden. Dismiss half of the prison's guard staff. Forbid the use of corporal force against the inmates. Discontinue punishment by dark cells. Limited rations and flogging. Permit the prisoners to possess private property. Allow prisoners to walk at will around the penitentiary grounds. Purchase using the included funds, victuals, and the finest quality, and hire a teacher to instruct in reading and writing, and purchase any equipment necessary for said instructions. So what they decided in this case, I guess, is to go with an approach where you need a lot less employees that would hard that would guard ferocious prisoners that need to be continuously tortured and watched over, into an approach where these prisoners would be given an ability to buy stuff, an ability to have clean stuff, an ability to walk freely around, an ability to learn something inside of the prison. That's the thing that wasn't really out there. And in this case, they figured that it would mean that the prisoners would be a lot less violent, a lot eager to prepare themselves for a life outside of prison. And that's it. I'm sure some of the countries in Scandinavia are doing the same thing. They kind of went with an approach of, let's make the prisoners in our jails as human as possible so that they would integrate within the society. Let's assume that they did a crime because they were temporarily insane due to many reasons available for the insanity, and let's make sure that when they go out into the society they'll just be normal people, instead of like making them suffer pain, making them realize that they'll suffer pain if they won't obey the law, and by making them less humane, making sure they understand that they're not in control. I do not find anything here that is indicating me a chest. It does want me to go to the workshops, as you can see. However, I can't find an easy entry here into these, unfortunately. Search the workshop, and so I am looking after it. However, the door is closed for me here, and that's undoubtedly a serious problem. However, I'm going to look around even further. It looks like it's a puzzle. There are no windows that I could use to enter into that building right there. And so I guess the same goes for this little building here. It looks to me like I picked up almost everything out here that actually carries any kind of value. I can't interact with the person that got hanged. And that's that. Maybe I should wait a little bit. Maybe I should wait for daytime. I don't think that there's a way for me to enter this facility for as long as I do not possess the key. And the key is certainly not in my hand. As you can see, it's locked. And I won't be able to open it anytime soon. Let's see the quest. Search the workshop and find the chest with the loot. Roaming through, okay, from the letter he learned of a gardener, erstwhile groundskeeper at the Nilfgaardian embassy, and his most unfortunate dealings with a band of robbers. The note suggested some interesting loot might still lie concealed in the embassy cooperage. In any case, if there's certainly some kind of loot here, it's locked, and it's locked well enough, and so there's no way I can work this out. Yeah, I'm sure that there's some kind of a... Oh, look at that. Anything here? Yes. Right there. Guess what? It was hidden. It was hidden really, really, really well. I congratulate that gardener that hid this. Because when somebody tells me to look after the workshop, I would go inside of a workshop rather than under or by each and every barrel that's out there around the workshop. In any case, let's find a way to reenact the scene using your witch senses. Okay, let's go and do just that. Once again, this mission requires really tough level, and later on we'll just go down and down and down.
Damn it.
The thing about this is that I had never ever done any of these treasure hunts before. And that's the thing, is that we'll be doing treasure hunts that had to be done at the very beginning.
Need to backtrack along her prints, then light the candles in the same order she did.
Okay, I see now. So that's her, right? So what did she did? She first of all ignited the candle. Then she walks forward, ignited the second candle. Am I right? It looks like I wasn't right. In any case, look at that. I'm going backwards, am I not? It looks so. I messed up completely here. In any case, I need to restart this, and in order for me to restart this, I most likely have to light all of this. Now he says wrong, and now it's a restart. We can do this all over again, that's what I mean. So he lights up this candle and walks forward. He walks forward to the she walks forward to the second candle. Then we see the footprints. They certainly walk to the third candle right there. And finally, the fourth candle. You can hear one of those beasts growling in the background.
Ready. Now to drink.
Finish the scene by drinking wine. Okay, let's drink some wine then. I'm sure I have a lot of that. Now, what is that? This of wine, okay. Can I just... Yeah, I can equip it, and here we go. Here's the bottle. Good. I'm actually drunk on wine right now too. So that works quite well. And guess what? We ended up with a beast. And now I'm gonna burn the bitch. She managed to summon a bunch of skeletons. I wonder why this woman that initiated the ritual has died. Well, that's
a key. Could be a locked cubby around here somewhere.
That's obviously due to the fact that she got attacked by a ghost, or a wraith in this case. I need to find a hidden coffer. Where could a hidden coffer lie in here? Interesting. I can see that there's a cave entrance nearby. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it's all about. So I'm gonna go in right there, and I'm gonna
Someone placed an illusion here.
And guess what? We're going into this cave right now. Is that another illusion? Or what? Telekinetic blasts wouldn't work on this. It looks like we have picked up all the loot that was out there. And so the hidden coffer needs to be somewhere inside of this temple right here. I would like to call this temple. It kind of reminds me of a temple, but unfortunately I do not see anything out here. Absolutely anything that would be similar to a hidden coffer. Right there. Yo, that was difficult. It was blocked. And so finally got it. A hidden coffer. It looks like it's a broken painting. A broken glass where a painting got stolen. Or it was just a broken mirror, which is ghostly enough. Search the sunken boat. Good, that's what we like, and that's what we're gonna go after. Let's jump into this. Yes, that's a good jump. We're heading in, and we're heading in this fast. Where is the sunken boat that we're looking after? No? I need to shoot at them. That's the only way I can kill them effectively. Yes, good. It looks like my armor is getting out of shape, out of quality, due to wear and tear, and so I'll just have to change it. Would you look at all that goodness that we just got? Supply symbols, sleeping pallets, quality 10, wine crates, quantity 20. It looks like somebody wishes to drink a lot of wine. Let's check out what exactly did we got out of our current loot, and put something else on ourselves. This armor has proved to be very useful. It got very well to the whole scene of vampires fighting us, and we're fighting them, and we're helping the vampires, and so we'll look like a vampire. However, it's time for us to look different right now, and I'm going to go with that. A simple pair of shoes. I'm gonna wear whatever I've got. Actually, this looks even better for now. Different gloves. What about these? And different shoes. I already got some different shoes out here. We've got these metal shoes for a while. Anyway, we were wearing these not so long ago. Let's go with some of these right here. These are leather shoes, they're not bad. I like the trousers, they're arm-plated ones. And the weapons certainly need to look a little different. That's good. Now, things have changed slightly. We look a lot more Toussaint right now. Before we go any further, I'm sure that it would be a good idea to get ourselves a haircut. And that means we're gonna go after the barber shop. We are a regular client of this barber right now. We should look clean and cut. We wouldn't want to make any woman feel uncomfortable.
Gold ring! Welcome, my good sir.
Need a bit of grooming.
Hair's gotten scraggy. Need a clean shave. That's good. Hair's unkempt. Shaved head and ponytail, long and loose, loose not too long, shaved on the side, short on top, and a ponytail. Elven rebel cut. Okay.
My time's up. So long.
That's that. Now it's time for us to head on with our treasure hunts, find the sunken wagon in the lake. And so it seems we'll have a lot more swimming right now, once again. So let's jump into this. Ooh, it's a good jump. What do we've got right there? It looks like the wagon is gonna be on the shore already. Exactly. And look at that, there's one bandit. One fool out there. And he's already frozen. Yep. Let's give him some more grave shots. These grave shots, as you can see, are not really doing that much damage. Not much at all. We can give him or we can use some protective shield. A magic trap. I'm sure he can get out of this trap. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he can. Influence his opponent's mind. So this guy just got influenced a little bit. And without his legs. How unfortunate, isn't it? And that made us a little bit richer. Find the chest hidden in the sunflower field. Okay. I'm going after the chest. Here's the field. It's on the other side of the river. And this will require a jump. Good. We're in here. Most of these fields are plagued by all kinds of menace.
Oh.
I liked you from the start.
And
Everything you have known has been a swell lad.
this time it looks like we're a little too close to the population here, so maybe things gonna go just fine. It says a sunflower field right there. 84 coins. That wasn't exactly what I was expecting actually, but that's better than nothing. Found a key near the flooded tunnel. Good. Let's go after the key by the flooded tunnel. Where's the tunnel? The tunnel is truly flooded. No doubts about that. And so we're gonna jump close to the town into the water right there, and we'll be heading to that flooded tunnel. Would you look at that? Would this really mean that there at some point was some kind of a establishment? That means at some point in time, not so long ago, due to the fact because this metal haven't rusted to the limit, there was no water here whatsoever, and look where we are. So that means the island was a lot bigger at some not so long ago. Let's say not a distant future back, and that's probably not more than a decade ago, which would explain why they abandoned this tower. Okay, now that that has been worked upon, find the sunken ruins and the elven treasure. Now that we've got the key, we'll go after the sunken ruins, and that's just a little bit more jumping. And these ruins did in fact sink. I'm sure I've been here not so long ago and I wasn't able to open that chest right there, but now I should be able to open it. It's at the end, in the corner right there. Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about, and that's the exact treasure I wanted to have. Okay, it looks like this structure here was truly large, and I guess that the shore here has been taken over by the flood. It's unclear what exactly caused this flood. They only live by the rivers here. Okay, that's just a breather. We'll be going out of this in no time. A drowner. I'm not even gonna take notice of him here. I'm sure he would gladly attack me because that's his nature. And I need to get out of the water here right now. Finally, that's done. Let's see, more treasures. No more treasures here. We'll have to head to Novigrad. Find the looter's valuables using your witcher senses. And so that means we are going back to Novigrad. Find the looter's valuables using your witcher senses. Okay, where exactly is it? Somewhere there. We'll go to Ersten first, and then we'll try to jump. In Novigrad's locations, jumping isn't the thing really, and so I'll have to be extra careful there. And few more seconds. right here we are. Where exactly this place is? Right here. So I'm gonna try and jump here. As I said before, let's try this one. It looks like it's a good jump. We landed on a pile of burning corpses, as you can see. Find the valuables, and that's exactly what we're gonna look for. A bunch of valuables here. He's not really interacting with much. So the looters probably took all the loot from these people that are being burned right now. However, my senses truly do not sense anything. So obviously these dead bodies are the bodies from a recent battle that took place here. It's not so recent right now, but obviously there were skirmishers that we don't know about. Let's put it like that. It does show me a few traces of the dead here. And finally the treasure right there. It was actually quite well hidden though. Some of these treasures are hidden. Find the cargo that fell off the ferryman's boat by using your Witcher senses. Okay, it looks like this is gonna be another one on the sea. And we had quite a few of these. Well, not in the sea, but in the river. And that's fine. Exactly where I wanted to land. We've got ourselves a drowner, and we're going to launch a bolt in his face. Guess what? These drowners were guarding a proper treasure there. Look at that. These rocks here carried some loot. Now that that has been done, surprise inheritance. Search the ruined hut's cellar. Okay, you just need to show me where I need to go and I'll be there as soon as possible. Just right there. I'm jumping. And it looks like it was good enough. I see that there's a dragon here. I wonder, can I freeze it? No, really? Bleeding. The beast's attack has left you bleeding. The bleeding will last for some time and cause a steady loss of vitality. If you have the swallow potion or some food, you can consume them to temporarily speed up your vitality regeneration and counteract the bleeding. You can also cast the Queen sign to immediately stop any vitality depleting effects. There are various other effects like bleeding which can be applied to you in the game. All currently applied effects are shown below your vitality bar and in the quick access menu. Okay, so I'm gonna take a bite of bread and I'm gonna further kill this beast. Done. That has been dealt with. And I just need to search the ruins right here to find out about the cellar. Okay, I just need to open it. I'm jumping in, and it looks like it's a very nicely made cellar. As you can see, they dug a hole, then they created this room that's covered in bricks or rocks in this case, and it worked out just fine. It was a house at some point in time. Okay, now treasure hunts. Follow the blood trail from the battlefield to the loot using your Witcher senses. Okay, that soon looks like one of those after battle loots, and I'm sure it's going to be very rewarding if we'll get this, and I'm sure we will get this. Oh, he got a tree there. Look at that, there are beasts out here that are very, very powerful.
Show me what you got.
Done. Let's move in this. I just need to follow the blood trail right there. Isn't that the chest? I can already see a chest there. I'm sure that's what it was all about in the first place. And it actually was. And we became a little bit richer. Find the treasure chest using your Witcher senses. Okay. The only question is, where exactly is it? It isn't far away. And I'm sure we can jump. Where exactly? Yes, here it is. It was an easy find. And there's a basilisk. And look at that, we cut his head off and he's still alive for a second there. Look how that looks like. Okay. Let's move on. Witcher contracts, treasure hunts. Find the boots upgrade diagram using your Witcher senses. This looks like it's a little bit more complicated. We'll be looking for a bunch of diagrams out there. And in this case, it seems to me that these diagrams are going to be hidden in caves, or at least one of these are certainly going to be found in a cave. And so, that's what I'm after. I'm going to one of these really massive caves out here. Or he doesn't want me to go here. Find the boots diagram. I think it wants me to go on top of this. I can't believe that. But I suspect so. It would be very surprising. Yeah, and it is very surprising due to the fact that it's certainly not on top. And I'll have to go in. At least I'll go in for a little bit here. Hopefully I'll find something of interest. Something that could potentially lead me somewhere. This is a massive cave, absolutely incredible. Would this lead me to an exit or the diagram? It looks like it's leading me to the exit. Unfortunately, no diagrams are going to be found there. As you can see, there were some chests there. I'm sure I've already been here, visited this place. Yeah, this is where we ended one of the campaigns. And it looks like this place right here. Find the boots upgrade diagram using your Witcher senses. it's not going to be an easy find. It shows me I just need to go on top of this hill. However, as you already know, there's certainly nothing on top of this hill. So it would be sensible to think that it's underneath, but there is absolutely nothing underneath this either. And so things are not working out at all. I'm gonna wait just a little bit for daytime. Maybe then things are gonna work out a little bit clearer for me here. No, so far if I go into the cave, it tells me get out of the cave. My Witcher senses are not indicating. Yes, it's finally.
Might want to look around some.
Okay, so that was one of the good ones right there. That's what I can say. And it pretty much means it's certainly somewhere in here. And it looks like I found it. But I first needed to interact with one of the signs that would tell me that something is hidden out there, and we found it. Okay. The next diagram is in another cave. Let's not have any doubts about that. I guess we'll have to go later on and get these diagrams into some solid steel. I would like to have just that. Okay, this is quite a marathon right there. This cave had to be so much closer than I remember, and I'm not even sure where I'm running right there. It looks like I've chosen the wrong place to go to, and that's how it kind of messed up. Find the armor upgrade. This is where I went actually, and this is where we'll be going. Oh no! Oh no! These are one of the portals that we did during some of the missions.
Winds howling.
And it has been already worked out quite well for us. Let's see, right there. He's not interacting. He's not saying anything. He did look at it, but that wasn't it. Now, does that mean there's nothing out here? Does that mean that we really need to go in through the portal? I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I'll try to do just that. Let's go in and see if that's exactly where we need to go. This is the cheese god. As you can see, there is a lot of cheese here. But as much as I like cheese, this certainly isn't the right place for me to be. So I'll be heading back and looking, and I'll be looking for the diagram. For as long as it's not really kind of saying anything after looking at the diagram, I don't trust it. However, I did find something, and that's the journal. And that's a diagram. Surprisingly though, it wasn't marked in red, so I could have always missed it really. Because most of the time, in fact all of the time, these kind of things are specifically shown and marked by red color. We'll be heading into the town right now.
He who has lived in virtue.
Show us what you're bringing in.
A very powerful town, the richest town in the world, surprisingly. Okay, that's certainly not my house, isn't it? That's why she's coughing that much, I guess. But I'm not sure if there's another entry besides this one. I did saw a bladder, and I'm not seeing anything else here. And the old woman is certainly not going to tell her anything of use. I need to try and get inside of this.
Where's Eustace? It was him always all the cool.
And
Leave me be.
would you look at that? The witch hunter is
I had enough of this job.
are doing something here. I do see one crate there
Hello there. Pawning or buying?
and the pawn shop. Let's show me your bears.
Show me what you have in stock.
A book, Change Your Life, a handbook. Fine, buying it. It looks like it has some kind of a
So long.
mission attached to it. Let's see if I'm going to find it easily. Sure, it's somewhere in here, and it was a green book. Go from down up, and so it seems that there are no indications about it really. And the books are not stacking up as if there were any unread books. So I guess that it's just another book. What's inside that crate?
Hello there. Pawning.
I can't really get close
So
to
long.
it, so I'm gonna walk off. I would like to go to the second floor there, but looks like that's not going to work out. It once again tells me I need to go through here. These kind of things normally mean I would need to blast through something if I can't walk through it. However, in this case, I can't really work it out anyway. So I'm coming back. It shows me that the diagram is on another level with a small triangle. So I guess I just needed to climb up this, get through into some poor townsman house, rob this poor townsman a little bit, but nothing really out here. However, there is still another level up, And would you look at that, there is a chest with that diagram. Unfortunately, there are no ways for me to leave that money or some money.
always all the corpses.
Right, we did.
Wonderful.
More to all now, so
Which I could pay. Well, that's that. We did got the diagrams, but we never really made those diagrams into anything else. And so we'll have to search laboratory ruins wherever they are. Here they are. Let's go to Vic, and from there we'll be going to the laboratory. Or what used to be here. Looking to purchase eggs. Will buy harpy eggs for top coin. Important, please do not wash the eggs. Okay. Move on. As you can see, these are properly abandoned ruins. I would never call this a laboratory.
Shit.
But maybe somebody established a laboratory inside of the ruins. Look at that, there's so many corpses here. You could walk on these. Everybody's dead here. Okay. And it looks like they weren't killed that long ago. And so, it looks like I just have to loot this stuff here. This certainly is the laboratory, so from the cages I can tell that people were certainly held there and tortured. The coat of arms says that the people that did the torturing probably have something to do or are loyal to Redania that has won the war. However, even after searching the laboratory, I haven't found what I was looking for, and that's proper loot. However, I went on top of it. Found myself a nest here. Certainly, probably a harpy's nest. But once again, nothing really. More nests. And here we go, a chest. I could say that this was one of the best chests out there. No doubts about that. Look at that, we can take that flag off. It looks like he did it, like yeah, he achieved it, and now he's jumping to his death. That's it. Now that that's done, we'll be heading to another treasure. From Ophir's distant shores, find all the diagrams from the Ophir gear set and return them to the merchant to be duplicated and translated. I remember this. Some of these Middle Eastern. Merchants came over.
Run, Roach.
I interacted with one of them, helped them establish a shop in exchange for some discounts, and the other one has offered me to translate some diagrams if I found the ones that he brought.
Might want to look around some.
Okay.
Bloody fight, looks like. Folk in the tavern didn't stand a chance. Tracks lead north.
There's quite a few tracks, if you ask me. A lot of
Trail's
these.
gone cold. Need to look around. Someone was wounded. See if I can pick it up again. Bleeding heavily.
It looks like they fought there and somebody still ran off. Hopefully that somebody will have what I want.
Wonder what this means.
As you can see,
Took a traveler hostage, I guess. Blood trails the hostages. Must have been a burden if they left him here to die. Lost the trail. Gotta look around for something else.
what exactly we would be looking for?
Found
then?
it. Leads this way.
Okay, some more tracks. So they were never alone here. Wow, can't believe that. They probably are still inside. Can I use a telekinetic glass? No, I just need to open this. They could be residing there.
Trail ends here. Dirt and ground cover concealing a hatch. Secret passageway.
Let's find that. I'm jumping in, not using the ladder. It looks like a mine or just a hidden
Damn it.
cave. Yeah, it looks like another cave that somebody made into a hidden place where they could live. Okay, let's get this guy under influence. Oh, I couldn't do that. Right there. Now you die. Now that that's done, it's time to pick up the loot. Finally. Armor diagram untranslated. Diagram written in unknown tongue, requiring translation. Drawing show various stages of crafting armor. Well, at least that shows that there are distant lands that this Witcher has never really explored and could potentially explore. So you just need a lot of money, employees, and time to get the Witcher into new world maps and new cultures where he could kill new monsters and engage in a new
It is to see you again. Quite the pleasure.
world dominating campaign stories. Found your diagrams.
Managed to recover all your diagrams.
Want to be relied on. This I knew. You restore the faith I might have in men. For I've now received aid from a stranger in even this land most barbarous.
Don't mention it. Really.
As agreed, I shall draft your duplicates, though it may take a day. Be so kind as to return tomorrow. Your reward I will have for you.
All right. Tomorrow then.
I wonder just how exactly did he learn to speak so well? In our tongue in such a short period of time. You know what I learned is that if you want to learn another language, you need to learn many different words, and I'm sure that those words that could concern crafting are very unique, and
It is to see you again. Quite the pleasure.
I'm sure he's a genius. Here to pick up those diagrams.
The diagrams. They're duplicates. Ready?
In fact, yes. They are yours to take with my gratitude.
Thanks. Farewell to you.
Okay, that was awesome. Treasure hunts. Search the ruins of Count Romilly's castle. And now we're gonna go after more money. That's in some ruins that we probably have never visited before. But who knows, maybe we did. Let's find out. Look at this bag. It's quite tough, really. Finally. Now that we've got in, I'm using my visual senses right now and I'm looking for some clues. However, we'll have to go into the ground floor, basement floor here, and we'll be looking for some goodness out in here. I needed to go through the wall and through a bunch of breaks. Wow. Now that that's done, ransom letter. We'll go through and find out where's the money. It looks like there's a locked chest out here. Maybe that's the chest that we actually need to open. But first we need a key. Look at all these books. There's a lot of books here. We found Count Rommel's journal. Very interesting. And here's the box. We were very lucky to unlock the box. I wonder why he's not taking any of those books with him. In any case, probably those books are not really that big of a deal. Let's follow the blood trail using your visual senses to find the hidden treasure. Okay, that's what I like. An easy trail with a large reward. Okay. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go after the blood trail. So I already found it right here. I'm just not sure where exactly this is going to take me, or where exactly it already took me, but it seems that there was a thing under these barrels. However, I suspect that wasn't all of it. Look at that. I'm sure we found it. I'm sure everything should be just fine. We picked it all up already. But it does not tell me that the mission's done. I'm sure it's a bug. You know what? I'm gonna wait here for a bit. And we'll come back in a minute. That's it. Waited for a day. We certainly followed the blood trail here. We found the dead guy. We found the box that we were looking for. We picked up the treasure that was in the box. And there was nothing else out here of any kind of value. So I'm certain that the fact that this never really cleared off is just due to the bug of some kind. And so we'll just move on further. Blood gold is simply a bug. Find the sunken treasure using your visual senses. Fine. Let's jump into the sea or the river and find that goodness that's out there. We're just underneath it. One genre is down. The second genre is just there. That's it. We can certainly get the fish. But the fish knows. Yes, the fish knows. I can't hit it. It's too slow. Okay, in any case, look at all this goodness here. Treasure. Quest completed. Look at that coral. It's enormous. Now I just need to swim to the shore. It looks like there's a storm here. A massive one. And it's good that I wasn't wearing really heavy armor. Then I wouldn't be able to get out of the water, I guess. Now it feels so much better inside. Coast wrecks. Look at that. That mission with that was previously. Oh yeah, it's right there. Blood gold. In any case, maybe we'll fix it up a little bit later. Who knows? Coast of wrecks. Find the cargo using your Witcher senses. Okay. It's 3 out of 4 already, so that can only mean that we have already been there. And it may mean we won't. Oh, here it is. Look at that box right there. But it was red in a second, however, it's not red anymore. I see another chest. Hopefully, this one is just exactly what I need. And so, nope. Fish chest thing I was looking after. What else is out in here? Find the cargo using your Witcher senses. So we already found 3 pieces out of 4, but there's still a lot to go after. I went in and I haven't seen any boxes inside. These boxes on the shores are continuously glowing red for me, which isn't good, because I suspect that's a bug. I see there's another one inside of this water there, and I'm going after it right now. And hopefully that's the last one that was missing. And certainly it was. That will complete the quest. And I'll be heading to the next treasure. Now, blood gold. This is the one we were recently working with. Yeah, and it actually bugged out, so I'm gonna go back there once again. As you can see, the barrels are standing there. But there's no loot. There's no loot. And the dead guy is there. And I guess that's a clear indication that this mission cannot be completed. Well, it has been completed, no doubts about that, but it won't go away from the mission menu due to the fact that it's a bug. Oh, look at that. This creature right here is red too. So maybe he carries some money with him. In the meantime,
Well, come on!
more of them attacked me. I'm gonna chase this fool. In fact, I'm gonna kill all of them there. And I'll loot their dead bodies. Now that that's done, and nothing really changed, I'll conclude that it cannot be completed. However, I have no doubts that we'll get back to this and try this at some point in the future. Hidden from the world. Find the hidden goods mentioned in the letter by using your Witcher senses. Okay, where exactly do I need to go? Not so far away. Just a few hundred meters away.